Guys, today we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different, okay? So this house I really have neglected over my 7 years of YouTube. So today we're going to be kicking off Bond Week. So this week is going to be nothing but Bond number 9 fragrance reviews. And every single day of this week, we're going to be talking about a different fragrance with a special guest. I am whoring myself out with nothing but collaborations, but, well, that's what I am. I'm the collab king. So if you want to find out my take and Redolessence take on Bond number 9 Eau de New York, stay tuned and watch. So this is your first time coming across this beautiful bald-headed bastard and you like this type of content, someone who's sarcastically back and really likes to talk fast in the intros just to breeze through it, but you like someone who does not take himself, this channel, nor this hobby too seriously, then please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. So a lot of the reviews that I do are pretty much just like the inexpensive stuff. Designers, cheapies, whatever. I do talk about niche, but for this month of February I've been talking about it a little bit more just to add something different. Sometimes you kind of have to switch it up just to make things a little bit more spicy, a little bit more entertaining, interesting if you will. And that's why I want to do Bond number 9 week. Because this brand I've just neglected for the most part. Eau de New York from Bond number 9 was actually launched in 2004 and it's classed as a citrus aromatic. Before I give you my thoughts, Steven, why don't you give us yours?
Hey ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steven and I have a YouTube channel called Redolessence, and before I begin I just want to give a very special thank you to my dear friend Chad for welcoming me onto a channel. I can't tell you how much it means to me. Thank you so much, Chad. Whenever I get that text message from Chad that asks if I want to be a part of another collaboration, I always make sure to take advantage of the opportunity because Chad is a dear friend. Even when I went up to the north in Canada over the summer in August, or no, July I think it was, he actually welcomed me at his place. He hosted me for the week, and so Chad, thank you for being such an incredible person. I love your channel and I want to thank you for having me on your channel once more. So today we're going to be talking about Eau de New York by Bond number 9, and this is a company that I initially discovered back in 2012. Now I own well over a dozen of their fragrances. I paid for every single last one of them, and this one here is no exception. And the one thing that I found really appealing about this one is just how bright and citrusy this fragrance is. And so there's just something very likable about this. It works so well in the summertime, and even smelling it now, it makes me want to be in the summer. So it's currently February of 2020 and summer I know is right around the corner. We haven't even hit spring yet, but I'm always optimistic and always looking forward to my favorite season, which is actually summer, right? I'm a teacher, that's when I'm off, I'm on vacation, I get to enjoy 2 months off for myself, and so this fragrance in particular has a lot of neroli and bergamot and petitgrain, which also gives it a little bit of a woodsy vibe. I think my best way of describing or explaining this fragrance to somebody is it's kind of like Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford on steroids. So if you're familiar with the way that that fragrance smells, now I know neroli is the more expensive of the two ingredients. Petitgrain, they actually use not just the fruit and the pulp, but also the rind and the bark of the tree to distill the essence of that raw material. And so there's something a little bit in this fragrance that smells kind of woodsy, but I actually like that about it. And I think it actually contributes to the long lastingness of the perfume. And so whereas I do find 4711 by Maurer and Verts and also Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford to be rather fleeting and they don't last a long time, they're quite ephemeral, this one actually does last for a long time on my skin. So for a citrus dominant fragrance to last as long as this one does, I think that that is quite commendable, and I really do enjoy wearing this one. Now I know in previous years, it's probably been a while since, but I know in previous years I've also featured this in many of my top 10 niche summer videos, and that's because I love wearing this one, like I said, in the summertime. It's a breath of fresh air, it's so appealing, it's so inviting, it's citrus heavy, but in the best way possible. Sure, it doesn't have this unique element to it, kind of like Mandarino di Amalfi with the shiso note, so it doesn't have this one unique or idiosyncratic element in it that kind of makes it stand apart, but it's a very well pieced together fresh fragrance, and it's one that I would personally recommend you try out, especially if you're looking for a long-lasting citrus fragrance this summer. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching, and once again a very special thank you to Chad for allowing me to be a part of your channel. It really does mean a lot to me and I do appreciate it. Now I think it's your turn to be on my channel, so let's go ahead and chat tonight or whenever and we'll come up with some collaboration idea. I know there are some videos that you've sent me a while back that are still kind of in the the pipeline. I've just been super busy as of late, but thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Chad, for having me on your channel. Once again, I'm Steven, and I have a YouTube channel called Redolessence. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Thank you, Steven. I really do appreciate it. So the top notes to this one, and there's a lot of notes according to Fragrantica, so it might be off. But the top notes are mandarin, petitgrain, and grapefruit with bergamot, watery and green notes with the mid being lily, cyclamen, gardenia, basil, jasmine, lemon verbena, and neroli. Like I told you, there's a lot. And the base is musk, oak moss, vetiver, and white wood. So what do I get out of this scent? In the opening, this opens up with a lot of citruses. It's a very uplifting, bright, citrusy, fresh, clean. That opening is very invigorating. I love these types of fragrances. And then during the dry down, there's a slight musk along with a slight florals. There's really not a lot of florals. When I first saw the note breakdown for this scent, like all those florals, cyclamen, gardenia, lily, I was expecting this to be quite a heavy floral bomb. No, it's just, for the most part, it's very citrusy, it's very uplifting, it's aromatic, but there is a green undertone of that herbaceousness from that basil, but I do get a lot of the vetiver and the woods towards the base. The base is quite masculine. This is considered a unisex fragrance, but okay. I could see the opening and maybe the mid if the florals do come out on other people. But on my skin, this pretty much just comes across as a masculine scent. A fresh, appealing masculine scent. So when I wear this one, this is perfect for spring and summer and just daily casual. You can wear it to work without any problems. And longevity off this sample was 8 to 9 hours, and projection was more on the moderate side. Now mind you, I am testing this during February, so 8 to 9 hours is actually pretty good. In the summertime, it might be a little bit less. Prices for this on the official Bond site, this goes anywhere from $210 to $300 USD. That's quite expensive. Online, the online discounters, you can get this anywhere from $115 to $145 USD. So if you don't mind spending that retail price, or you're scared of getting a fake, then by all means play it safe and go buy the official website or an actual store. Wife's thoughts on this one: wife does like it. She gets a lot of the citruses, some florals, musk, and not really that earthy or vetiver base. But she does like it. So my final take on Bond number 9, Eau de New York. Really do love this one. I wasn't really expecting much, but just that opening. And that opening does last a pretty good duration of the scent life. I would say maybe within like 2 hours, that's when the vetiver and the woods do come into play. And that's when it really does man it up. But I really did like the scent. You know, I don't think it's fantastic, but it does smell quite good. And if you're an everyday guy who doesn't like spending a lot of money, because I am the cheap son of a bitch and I represent pretty much the everyday man. But if you want to dive into the niche world, and some will argue that this is not niche. Okay, fair play, because some people will say that Bond number 9 is high level designer at niche price tag. I can see that, but if you want to dive into something that's officially niche, and Bond number 9 is officially niche, this is actually a great scent for the common day man who wants to spend a little bit more money than just the designer scents. And my rating out of 5 is going to be a 4 out of 5. The price tag online is actually really good. The performance was decent, and the smell itself was great. The versatility, it serves its purpose. Day-to-day casual and just work. So guys, that is my take, but also my guest Steven's take from the channel Redolessence on Bond number 9, Eau de New York. So Steven's link will be down below. Steven, thank you very much for kicking off this week with me, and I really do appreciate it. I will see you in April, and maybe we can do another Bond number 9 review together in person. So guys, make sure to subscribe to Steven, check him out if you haven't done so and you are new to the community. I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Day number 2 is coming up.